BoogeyMan band coming round the bend. Is BoogeyMan band. Is BoogeyMan band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. Thanks so much for stopping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Today's video is going to be another spooky screenings. This is my second one in less than a week, which is pretty crazy. This is going to be talking about a film that actually came out in March. It was released very limitedly in theaters. I remember only seeing maybe one trailer for it. But the name of the movie is Locked, and it stars two horror icons, that being Bill Skarsgard, who people will know as Nosferatu. He played Count Orlok in the recent Robert Eggers film. He's also Pennywise the Clown from the It remakes that Andy Muschietti did. And also this film stars the amazing Sir Anthony Hopkins, of course known as Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and Red Dragon. It was actually produced by Sam Raimi. It came out on March 21st. It was playing for that weekend, it was playing on like one or two screens, and then the following week it was gone. I don't believe it was ever in the top 10 box office. Just released on streaming this past week on April the 22nd, and that's when I bought it and watched it, and I'm really excited to talk about it right now. The plot of Locked follows a young thief who becomes trapped in a heavily modified car by its mysterious owner, who intends to teach him the consequences of his lifestyle. Movie stars Bill Skarsgard as Eddie Barish, Anthony Hopkins as William, Ashley Cartwright as Sarah, and Michael Eklund as Carl. Film written by Mariano Cohn, Gaston Guprat, and it was directed by David Yarovsky. A little trivia on the film: the starring vehicle in Locked is a Dolus, a custom-built Land Rover Defender-based SUV. It was designed and built especially for the film and is now on display at the Volvo Museum. It's a one-of-a-kind vehicle with a full custom body design, intricate interior details, and eye-catching lighting. Two Dolus vehicles were made, one for interior and hero shots and another for some serious stunt driving. They were built at a staggering cost of $1.3 million USD. The movie was filmed in Vancouver, Canada in November and December of 2023, but not released until March of 2025. The film is a remake of the Argentinian action thriller 4x4. In February of 2023, Anthony Hopkins and Glenn Powell were attached to the project in acting roles. Later, it was revealed that Bill Skarsgård replaced Powell. So what did I think of Locked? I thought it was absolutely fucking brilliant. I loved this film so much. This is just my kind of film. This might not be for everybody. It does all take place in this one location primarily, which is the car that Bill Skarsgård's character of Eddie is trapped in by William, the car's owner. And he really puts him through the test. I mean, this is pretty much a brutal film, and a lot of what happens to Eddie is him trying to get out of the car and William just screwing with him by controlling the elements in the car. Eddie can't use his cell phone because all Wi-Fi has been blocked, and it's an impenetrable car. He can't break out of it. The windows are bulletproof. It's very stressful to watch, and I thought both actors did a great job. Hopkins is primarily, you just hear his voice through most of the film, but he does make an appearance without ruining it for too many people. You do see him, and this is like the first horror film that Hopkins has done in a very long time, and it was just so great seeing him back in this genre. I mean, I guess you can consider it a drama horror. I mean, it's not like scary, but the what Eddie is going through is pretty traumatic, and there's some moments in this film that really had my jaw hitting the floor. I also really loved the way that the car was set up, and it took me back to a 1977 film starring James Brolin called The Car, which deals with the devil's car, and that it was this blacked out car that was running people off the road and driving through people's houses. And there's even one point in the film where the horn of the car is used in an action scene, and it sounded just like, to me, reminiscent of that sound. Not to the level of the 1977 film of the car, but it did have a sound that was very similar, and I really liked that. And I found nowhere where that was like an inspiration for anything. But the Dolus SUV is another character in the film, especially there are moments where the car is moving because William is remote controlling it from wherever he is. And there's some really harrowing moments, and I think both actors did a great job. I continue to be floored by Bill Skarsgård. He is an amazing actor. And as we can see him play, you know, really scary characters like Pennywise or Count Orlok. He's also been known to do like really human characters, like he played Keith in Barbarian, which I thought his performance was really one of the standouts. I thought he was great in that film. And then in this one, where he just plays this guy that's kind of street smart, you know, he grifts and things like that, and he just picks the wrong person to pick on. And William, the Anthony Hopkins character, really puts him through the ringer. And yeah, this movie really got me. It was very emotional for me, especially at the end. And it could just be because of where my head is right now with the loss of my grandmother. I'm really just finding myself getting emotional at things. And there's just a moment in this film that, when it all was said and done, it just really got to me and really tugged at my heartstrings. And I just felt like I had been on this journey with Eddie, and just it really, really got me. And I just found myself getting emotional. It's just like, there's been some good movies this year. Like, I really liked The Monkey. I really liked Captain America Brave New World, and I liked Wolfman. But for some reason, Locked and Sinners have been my favorites. And I think it's just seeing good storytelling that really moved me when I watched this film. And I think everybody should check it out. A lot of people are telling me, because I asked if people wanted me to talk about this film, a lot of people didn't know about it. It's produced by Sam Raimi. It's starring two horror icons. And I'm like going, what the fuck is wrong with the studio system right now? Why would you not promote this heavily? This movie could have been like a sleeper hit. I think it's just, it's again, sometimes I wish I had my own studio, because I just don't understand like what people in Hollywood are doing. They don't know how to market things anymore. If it's not a giant superhero tentpole, they just don't know what to do anymore. And that's why I'm so glad that Sinners is doing so well. I'm so glad that people that did see this movie, Locked, enjoyed it and really liked the performances by Hopkins and Skarsgard. And I definitely recommend it to people 100%. Give it a chance. You might not like it as much as I did, but I really had a great time, and it really made me happy watching it. And this is the kind of film that I would have taken over to show my grandmother, and she would have really loved it. So maybe that's where the emotion comes from, because I used to take movies over to show her all the time, and when I used to rent movies from video stores back in the day, and this is the kind of movie she would have really loved. And I think that's what brought me back to her, and that I'm still kind of grieving. And I recommend this film. It's fantastic. Check it out. And thanks so much again for all of the kind words. I know I'm still kind of lagging on getting back to people's comments and things like that, but I promise you that this next couple of weeks I will be doing that. And I'm also working on a very special video paying tribute to my late grandmother. It's just been hard putting together, so might be another week on that one. But again, thank you for all the support, and I promise I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always.